Is wearable technology something that could benefit your game? So guys, I'm Matt Fryer, and in today's video we're going to be answering that question. I've partnered with ShotScope and I've been using this watch here, some GPS technology and tracking technology, to answer that question for us. Is the wearable stuff actually going to help us out on the golf course, or is it a bit of a gimmick? Let's get stuck into this video and find out. Before we answer that question as well, if you do want a chance to win your very own ShotScope, I'm going to tell you how to do that just at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned to win this ShotScope here that will be sent to you directly once I pick the winner in 2 weeks' time. So, is wearable technology good for us? As we all know, nowadays we're starting to wear a lot more tech. I wear Apple Watch that links to your phone, your Fitbits, your Garmin's, your Samsungs, whatever there is. There's so much out there that until a long time ago all we'd do is run maybe and time ourselves. We'd go to the gym and measure our weight, but we weren't measuring too much in terms of everyday stuff like steps. Everyone's big into how many steps they take nowadays. We were out this weekend and we walked around Ireland, around Belfast, and it was, oh, we've done 15,000 today, oh, we've done 20,000. 2-3 years ago I wouldn't have cared, but it's something that actually gives me feedback and lets me know that I'm doing it, and I want to try and keep those counts up. So with the golf side of things, if we can get some information on what we're actually doing, surely that's going to help us. Now, as we look at this product here, as we actually open it and just take a look at it, what we will see is what the system comprises of here. So if I can get it out of the box, what we've got here is a watch, user guide there, a watch that we would wear like any other watch around our wrist. On first look, it's a little bit chunkier compared to my Apple Watch there, but it's got to get obviously a little bit more information in on the screen in terms of the distances we see there. It's going to get graphics for bunkers and hazards and things there and different bits. Really durable leather strap, and it is seriously lightweight when you've actually got it in your hand. On first actual opening of the box, when I opened this and saw it for myself, was like, I'll never be able to play in that, it's too big. They are actually working on a new model now that'll be out in about April, May time next year, that's going to be a lot sleeker and a lot slimmer. But once I've played a couple of rounds with it, I think I've had 4 rounds with it now, I didn't even know I've got it on after about 1 or 2 holes. You forget. It's so lightweight, like I say, and durable. The ergonomics of it actually fit to the wrist really well, and like I say, you forget it's on there. As well in here, what we get is something called the tags here, which are little like ball markers almost that would screw into the top of the golf club there. So you got 16 of these, all numbered with your golf clubs on them. You just tag your appropriate golf club up, and what that does then, when we've got the watch on and we make impact with a shot, it actually collects some data. So in terms of this, a couple of questions for us. Is it good? Well, the main question, is it going to be good for our game? In terms of a GPS watch and tracking, now I'm going to put some videos up here and some clips that I took from when I went and played Vale Royal. Now, Vale Royal is a course that I play a bit. I know it, but I thought I knew it, in fact, until I actually started getting the watch on. Here with the watch, it's got, I think it's 40,000 courses preloaded, and you can just click on and play. So for me, Vale Royal is a little bit of a blind golf course, sweeping fairways, going up over hills and things like that. Once I got it on and started looking at where the hazards are, where different, where the water comes in, where bunkers comes in, what's actually to get to that run out, how far it is to the middle, to the front and to the back of the greens, I started making better choices instead of just smashing driver that I would normally do around there. And we all know how that's gone for me in the past in battle golf. If you've not seen that video, do check it out. So as for a golfer, in terms of our performance out on the golf course, yes, it's going to help us. It's like having your own caddy. So I normally used to use a laser, and somewhere like Vale Royal where you can't see the bunker, or you don't know the run out, or some of them I didn't even know were there and I've played it like 10 times. It's great. I don't fall into the same old routine, pull driver, smash it. It makes you think a little bit more. So if you're someone who's struggling with course management, fantastic. You've got your own personal caddy right on your wrist. It'll tell you how far that bunker is. It'll tell you what it is to get over it. It'll tell you what it is to the middle of the green, the back and the front, and you can plan accordingly from there. Instead of just going through your routine of smash your driver and doing whatever, you've got that element. So it's great for that. And like I say, it's got courses loaded on there. Sync them on your phone, off you go, simple as that. So it is great in that sense. In terms of helping us in performance, it's very good for that, because what I find with a lot of my lessons when we talk to them about how they're getting on the golf course, and obviously I'm not there as their coach, it might be your coach you're seeing or whatever, and you as a player, sometimes we're a little bit easy on ourselves in terms of, well, my driving's all right. Yeah, a lot of times, take putting for instance, when I talk to my pupils about putting, because we're at a driving range, it almost seems strange to do it, and when I mention it, it's all right, and then we count back through the last couple of rounds, have a chat about it, and oh, you've had 40 putts there. If we get that down to 36, you've got 4 off your score already. So every shot you hit with the tag in your club that you get there, it then tracks your shots and then gives us some actual feedback. You'll see things on screen here now for my round that I played at Vale Royal, and it's giving us some very honest feedback because it can't lie. It just knows what you do. Once you hit it, even if you've got a penalty drop, it adds those things in, how many putts you have around, how close you were to the flag, and things like this. So you're getting proximity to the hole, how many fairways you're hitting, how many greens you're hitting. It's great as well, it's telling you where you're missing the fairways, where you're missing the greens. So if you're someone who you think, oh, you know, my greens are all right, but then all of a sudden it's starting to flag up that with 5 iron, 6 iron and 7 iron, you always miss short right, but with 8, 9 wedge, you're always pretty good, central, always maybe a little bit left. There's something happening with those clubs. So it's great in terms of actually finding out what we do on the golf course without lying to us. So from my perspective, once you come and see me as a coach, you give me your data, brilliant. Right, I can see that you don't hit a lot of fairways. I can see that actually from 100 yards in, you never really hit many greens. So it really highlights the areas of improvement. So in terms of course management and actually helping us out on the golf course, GPS tracking, yes, brilliant to help us do that. And then with the feedback that it gives us, awesome. We know what we're doing. It doesn't lie, like I say, and also what it's doing is actually giving us how far we're hitting each golf club. So we then know over time, well, I thought I hit my 7 iron 150. I'm actually hitting it 145 on average, because it takes an average of your good shots, your bad shots, and your absolutely amazing ones, and picks, you know, this real strong average, and you'll start to get a real good idea and a true representation of what you're doing. So by wearing something like the ShotScope V2, we're actually going to benefit from the data and actually the course management perspectives and the ease of use as well to actually get better at golf. So simple, you know, and it's £139 that, and if you think, you know, you're going to go and buy a driver at 400 quid, if you held off, you're not hitting many fairways, but it always tells you that you missed them short right or to whatever. We could work on that. You could get a watch and a lesson and actually work on your whole game and have great actual statistics, real, true statistics that are going to help your game. So for me, it is a big yes that it can help us improve our golf, and I would highly recommend these things, whatever it may be. You know, I've worked with this one here and I found it great. I found it really, really helpful. Might be Garmin, it might be, you know, Bushnell, whatever it might be. Give them all a try. But for me, this ShotScope has been absolutely fantastic. And the great thing they're doing as well with their platform at the minute that I've been helping out a little bit with, is building a platform that you can actually get feedback on and actually give you tips, or even share it with your coach. Then you can get tips that your weak area, your performance, whether it's a slice, a hook, whatever, you can then get videos to your profile that will actually help you with that shot, help you fix it. So you've got a one-stop shop all in this beautiful little watch. So guys, if you do want to be in with a chance to actually win this beautiful ShotScope V2, all you've got to do in the comments down below, put GPS helps. GPS helps, you'll see that coming across the screen. in the comments down below, only one comment per person, and also you've got to be a subscriber to the channel. So in the comments down below, GPS helps, and also be a subscriber to the channel. I will pick the winner on the 15th of October. Video will be announced for the winner who it is, and you could be winning yourself a brand new ShotScope V2, and hopefully that's going to be helping your golf if you just follow the instruction that I've given you there. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this sort of tech review. I've got a practice training aid that's going to be a tech training aid that we can wear whilst practicing on the range or on the practice ground, even on course, coming very soon. So make sure you do stay tuned for that and seeing what that can do to benefit your game. Thanks for watching this video. Like I said, GPS helps in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon in another video.